Your women are a field for you. Critics claim that with these words, the Quran views woman as an instrument in the hands of man, a field that he cultivates to produce his offspring. But is this what the verse is really saying? Let us reflect together. This criticism is based on the word Harth in this verse of Surah Al-Baqarah. The majority of commentators and translators have translated the word Harth with the meaning of agricultural field or arable land. It is natural that when a reader encounters this verse with this meaning, the question arises, why did the Quran view women in this way, seeing them at the level of a field that a man plows and cultivates, using them as an instrument to produce his offspring? But did the Quran truly intend this meaning? Or are we once again facing a lack of precision and a blind imitation of other commentaries? Or does the verse carry a different meaning? To correctly understand the meaning of this verse, we must turn to linguistic sources and scientific references to find the exact meaning of the word Harth. Researchers, after studying this word, have concluded that Harth does not mean a field or farmland, but rather means the ripe fruit that has become ready to be harvested and from which one can reap the rewards. To confirm the correctness of this meaning, it is sufficient to examine the use of the word Harth in other verses of the Quran. When the Quran says, "Man kana yuridu harth al-akhirati, nazid lahu fi harthi," meaning, whoever desires the hearth of the hereafter, we will increase for him his hearth. Does this mean that someone wants a field or farmland of the hereafter? Clearly not, because the hereafter is not a place for plowing and sowing. The Quran is speaking here about the fruit and results that a person wishes to obtain in the hereafter. When we reflect on the meaning of this verse, we understand that it is in no way possible for a heart to be understood as a field or arable land, because this meaning is incompatible with the nature and characteristics of the hereafter. Thus, the other uses of the word Harth in the Quran show us clearly that it cannot be understood as a field serving as a tool and means for reaching a goal. Rather, Harth expresses the goal itself and the fruit we wish to attain. Between these two concepts, there is a fundamental difference. There is another important point to which we must pay attention, namely, the verse that immediately precedes this one. If we examine the preceding verse, we find that it speaks about menstruation, because those whom the Quran was addressing in that era considered women during this period to be of ill omen and impure, looking down upon them with contempt. That verse explains that this period is a discomfort and a natural process that women must endure, and that men must understand the situation of women during this time. Then comes the verse with this expression, "Your women are your hearth." Now, having understood the true meaning of the word hearth, we understand that the Quran wants to alert men that in addition to the necessity of taking into consideration the situation of women and the difficulties they go through during this period, they must remember that women are not of ill omen and not impure. Rather, they are the fruit of your life, the source of your peace and your hope. For those who work in agriculture, the greatest peace and fulfillment comes when they see the fruits of their labor in a ripe harvest that they reap and enjoy, finding in it hope and serenity. Thus, the Quran tells them, this is the quality of woman and her role in your life. This is the same message that appears in other verses of the Quran with different expressions. Among these, the Quran says, وَمِنْ آيَاتِهِ أَنْ خَلَقَ لَكُم مِّنْ أَنفُسِكُمْ أَزْوَاجًا لِتَسْكُنُوا إِلَيْهَا, meaning, among His signs is that He created for you from yourselves spouses, that you may find tranquility in them. Woman is therefore a source of tranquility for man, and man a source of tranquility for her. Likewise, in the verse we are analyzing, after the reminder about the necessity of being considerate toward woman during this period, it is emphasized that a man's view of woman should not be one of contempt or impurity, but rather that she is the fruit of his life, the source of his tranquility and his hope. And immediately after this comes the emphasis on the necessity of seizing this opportunity to perform more good deeds and to send ahead of yourselves more goodness. Therefore, although woman plays an essential role in childbirth and the continuation of the human race, the Quran never views her as a mere instrument in the service of man for the purpose of reproduction. In numerous verses, some of which we have analyzed previously, the Quran consistently emphasizes that woman and man are equal in humanity, views marriage as a strong covenant between two human beings, and considers the bearing of children a shared responsibility between husband and wife. For this reason, we must be careful not to become prisoners of famous interpretations and not to blindly repeat what others have said. Rather, we must turn to sources, analyze with precision, and study the verses of the Quran with a comprehensive view, keeping in mind their purposes, in order to better understand the moral message and the beauty of these verses.